Alright, it's a new day, and today I'm going to be doing a new build, really, and we're going to be taking this build into a 144 player retrieved data by ourselves. I don't have anyone with me. It's just me, myself, and I, and yeah, so hope you guys like the video going forward, and here is the loadout that I'll be using in today's video. It's really standard, very cookie cutter. I did a little bit of a self-plug here before I get into the loadout. I just uploaded a video where I went in-depth on the best constructors in the game and the ones that you should be getting and the ones that you should be using. I mentioned every single constructor here in this loadout on that video, so go check out that video. I'll plug it down below. Follow my Twitch down below as well, and without further ado, let's get into the loadout. So, B.A.S.E Kyle here in the lead. He's just the best, like really, especially for these types of missions where there's going to be a lot of spam. The density of husk is just going to be really large, and we're going to be under a lot of stress throughout the entire mission. But B.A.S.E Kyle here just helps us have a bit of insurance by giving us this increased building health. It's really good for dealing with just about anything, really. Against lobbers and flingers, we have better defense for our actual roof. Against smashers, we have bigger defense against our walls. Same with exploders and just about anything else that we can. Like if the husk can damage it, we have better defense against it with B.A.S.E Kyle. So yeah, for our team perk, we got Supercharged Traps. Normally, I'm a bit lazy and I use recycling, but I actually want to showcase like the best possible build that I think is like optimal for the mission. So yeah, we're just using Supercharged Traps. In total, this will give us a 42.5% increase on our damage on our traps. And yeah, it's just an all-around great team perk. Just more damage for our traps is nice. And for a support team here, very standard. You got Power-Based Nox here. Power-Based Nox just helps us get a bit of self-repair throughout the mission. Helps save some resources, and it can just, let's say that like I'm getting attacked by 3 angles, and one angle is getting a little bit more beat up than the other one, but it's still getting beat up, but not as hard as the other angle. Power-Based Nox can help repair some of that damage being done to the other angle that's getting beat up, so that's nice. Mega base as well, Mega B.A.S.E Kyle, just a bigger base is great. Believe it or not, a bigger base is really good, so that's why he's in here. And Ice King's really good, because I like Ice King a lot because of his snare effect here. Basically, whenever the husk are walking on the floors that are affected by our base, they're going to walk a little bit slower to our objective. So that's nice, especially combined with wooden floor spikes and freeze traps. Ice King can really make sure that they get stuck in place more or less with his perk here. So that's really nice. And then we got not B.A.S.E Kyle, Warden Kyle. Warden Kyle, I'm a big fan of Warden Kyle. I like his healing a lot, especially if you're very conservative with using healing pads or cozy campfires, and you don't want to spam them so much and all that. Warden Kyle is really nice here to give you that little bit of self healing just passively throughout the mission. It's not like you're always gonna be full HP, but let's say that you're taking a bit of a beating from some zappers or some blasters, right? Or if too many husk jump on you, then a Warden Kyle will help you just a nice constant stream of HP throughout the entire mission. So yeah, he's pretty nice. And then here for our last slot, we got Demolitionist Penny. This is really nice because I'm going to try and also do no Potshot, or I'm sorry, no Discharger. I've been doing that recently with my builds, and I actually do want to try and keep that trend going, because the Discharger is great, absolutely, but it definitely is possible to do these missions without the Discharger. Because I've gotten criticism about people, complaining about, yeah, well, you can solo anything with a Discharger, and yeah, you're right, but it's in the game for a reason, and I like using the tools that are available to win. So I have no shame in using the Discharger, but for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna be using the Potshots, and Demolitionist Penny just gives us some more potshot damage. So yeah, she's great. And she also is a constructor, so she's buffing the perk here, so that's nice. And then for our gadgets, Banner and Slow Field, very standard. Banner will help us give us our walls some more extra defense. It increases the health of the walls by a lot for 45 seconds. And then Slow Field is nice against the mini boss or in a nice choke point to slow everything down in that choke point. So yeah, in case things get a bit too hairy or whatever. But yeah, without further ado, I will hop into the mission, and I'll see you guys back when I am ready. Alright, so I loaded into the mission. I did some of the boring stuff already. Just made a nice little template here and cleared out some debris that was in the way. And I actually I got pretty lucky because the storm isn't actually going to rotate, which is kind of strange. Normally they always rotate, but in this mission, the storm isn't going to rotate. So the only spawn points that are going to be happening throughout the entire mission is from over here towards like the northeast and towards the east there, and over here towards like the northwest. So what's going to be happening is that they're going to be spawning here. They're probably going to be walking up this ramp, and then they're going to be coming in from like this way, right? So okay, so the build. So okay, well first of all, what we're going to do is tier 3 everything. I don't think you have to tier 3 the floors, and honestly, you can probably make the floors out of like tier 3 brick or tier 3 wood, if I'm being honest. But for the purposes of the video, I will be doing tier 3 metal for most of this stuff. So yeah, just to make sure they don't come up here, I'm gonna put a wall here and a little bit of a block off as well. Oh, did I mean to do that? So I got a bit of a block up there to make sure that they don't come up through here, so that they're forced to walk all the way around here. And I'm getting harassed. Stragglers are always the most annoying part about building a defense. But yeah, anyways, so like I said, just tier 3 everything. You don't gotta tier 3 the little part up here, but it's fine. And then what I like doing, I like putting these corner walls here. These are really nice because they just help, you know, make the husk come through like more like a single file line. And it also triggers the smashers to charge there as well. So that is something to consider, which I will talk about later. Yeah, so speaking of that, I'm actually going to be putting like three floors all around each edge here. And oh, dude, like, where do they even come from? Like, just leave me alone, please. Thank you. Yeah, so like I was saying, do all this, and then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using gas traps. I feel like gas traps are a trap that a lot of people kind of forget about nowadays, because of the popularity of the ceiling electric fields and the tire trap. But the gas traps are still great. Like they honestly are. They're amazing. And over here, I'm actually doing a bit of a different build, a bit of a different pattern. Normally, I do this pattern like throughout the entire like base, but because of how it's laid out and how the spawns are, it's gonna be a bit different. Yeah. So something like this is fine. I'll do like this actually. Yeah, this is fine. It's like a nice little just long tunnel that they can just walk down through. And then over here, I don't expect much to come through here, but I'm still gonna put that here, and I'm gonna. So they're gonna be spawning over here. So they're probably gonna walk up that ramp, and either this ramp or this. Okay, makes sense, yeah. So we're gonna be doing this again, just like so. This little tunnel area. I'm gonna leave this open so they can actually walk in through here, and then another tunnel over here, just like so. And I believe they should still walk through here, but I will extend it one more just in case. And yeah, this is good. I like how this is looking nice. Put some floors here. Yeah, the floors out here are actually gonna make out of brick just to save on some metal. It's like totally fine. Stuff like this. Yeah, this is perfect. Nice, good job. Okay, cool. And once again, harassed. I haven't even placed the traps yet, and I'm still just getting annoyed. It's fine. So yeah, that's that, and then the trapping. So the trapping is gonna be really nice. So here all around the inner ring here, I need to make some floor launchers actually. So we're gonna be putting some floor launchers here, all around, underneath the ramps here. Get my floor launchers, something like this. You probably see something like this before. And then here on the walls, we're gonna do wall darts. The wall darts actually go through the ramps, so that's really handy. And then we're gonna be putting some wall darts on each corner here as well. So if they make it through the tunnels, then they're gonna get shot by the wall darts when they walk in, when they come in through like through here. And then here, make some gas traps. It's just going to be a bunch of gas traps all across these ceilings here. Gas, 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 gas. Bunch of gas traps. We love gas traps around here. And here, right before the floor launchers, it's going to be tar pits. Just like so. Tar pits. This is mainly to stop the smasher charges, and that segues me right into this part, where see these walls here on the corner of like the square here. You go put tar pits here in these corners right there. And what that's going to do is, because smashers are actually really prone to smashing the corner walls here. From my experience, I've done this build quite a bit of times. Yeah, I guess tar pits just all around here work. So yeah, so smashers are actually really prone to hitting the corner walls here with their charges. And then on the outside here, what you're going to be doing is putting some anti-air traps. A couple more of these. So anti-air traps. Now mind you, this is a little bit expensive when it comes to quartz. Just be mindful of that. And the anti-air traps around here is mainly just to protect your structures from propanes. That's really about it. Propanes are super duper annoying to deal with, and they are a pain, but it also helps against lavas and stuff like that, so that is nice. And then we're going to be tier 3ing all this. And then, so in front of the tar pits here in these tunnels, we're also putting some freeze traps. Let me get my 131s. Do I even have any more? Oh, I guess I'm always low on traps. I don't know, probably because I make them in low quantities, but yeah, we're going to be putting some freeze traps right here. Get them. Make sure when you place the freeze trap, you're facing towards your objective, so that whenever the husk thaws out, they're going to stagger backwards like this. So that's really handy to know. And then down here, more freeze traps, like so. Over here, there really isn't any room for freeze traps. I guess I can put one like right here if I really wanted to, but I'll leave it alone for now. I'll add on to it later if I need to. But yeah, that should be the build for the most part. I'm pretty sure all I need to do is put one over here. And yeah, straggler got caught in there, right there. Take care of these guys. And perfect. So all we're going to be doing now is upgrading everything, and we're going to be putting on the walls here. Get your broadsides ready, because we're going to be putting a lot of these broadsides around here. On all these walls here, just lather them up with broadsides. And I'm going to reiterate this once more time. Never put broadsides more than 2 tiles apart. The way how broadsides do damage is by them bouncing off the walls, and yeah, that's how they do damage, by bouncing off the walls. The cannonballs bounce, people. They bounce off the walls, and they do damage by bouncing off the walls, and that's just how it is. You know, that's how they do damage, believe it or not. So yeah, we're just gonna be upgrading. The walls here don't have to be tier, or like not the walls, the floors out here don't have to be tier 3, but I want to make sure that everything is as sturdy as possible. And then in these corners here, you can also put anti-air traps as well, in case any propanes do like throw like inside the ring instead of like outside, and these like don't catch or whatever. So, but yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna start the mission. And not do that yet. I'm gonna get my Potshots ready. Oh, excuse me, I had to burp. But yeah, got my Podshot ready, Xenon bow this. And then here, and on the walls here, you can actually put wall spikes with the 6 perk where it heals attached. I will pull it up right now. Right here, heals attached. And then you're gonna jump up, put the base down there, put a little roof up here. And as well here on the ramps here, you can also put another floor trap. This is where people put healing pads. Like I'll put healing pads for the sake of it, but it can be any floor trap that has it. Like the wooden floor spikes also have that effect, so you can use that as well. And yeah, just make sure this is all upgraded. Perfect. So basically, you're just gonna be chilling here, and the blasters aren't really much of an issue. But if you see stuff like flingers and stuff like smashers, then you got your Potshots ready for that. Like, okay, this guy wants to smoke, so I'm just gonna blow him up. Alright, nice. But yeah, really Really chill defense. You don't gotta do too much. Mind you, just keep mind of the material cost. I just want to showcase stuff that is like what works best for me. If I'm like really tryharding, if I'm lazy and this is just like a regular 140, I'm not gonna do all this, of course. But this is just for the purposes of it being a 140 mission. Like sometimes the husks are really a bit weird with their AI, and they just want to like hit the walls or whatever. I don't know why that is, but sometimes they are. Probably because the tunnel might be too long. But okay, so we got propanes. So we have the anti-air traps without propanes, but just keep in mind that they can be annoying. And you see here, there's going to be some husks coming through, but they get blown up by the wall darts and the broadsides. That's nice. There is a nurse here. The nurse, make sure they take care of the nurse as much as possible, or as fast as possible. Because the nurse actually is pretty annoying for the gas traps to deal with. Oh, take her. Yep. Goodbye, take her. Yeah, that's why the Potshot's good. Especially with Penny. So, yeah. Pretty chill so far, not anything too crazy. Got a Husky. Hitting the wall here, you can just Xenon bow it through here, really. You can even use like a shotgun if you want to, as well. Like my, I have my ground pounder here, or my West Cluster. You can use one of those if you want to. Shotguns are pretty strong. Yeah, so we got propanes coming. There is a taker here as well. Just one-shot that. Nice. Here, what I can actually do as well is put a ceiling drop trap here. So, like, as they're walking up, they're gonna get like tire trapped. I should have put it. Yeah, it's actually kind of bad placement. This is bad placement, by the way. I should have put this like one higher to get the most bounces out of it. But yeah, nice. And the zappers are zapping me, but because of what's happening here? Yeah, so this can happen sometimes where it's like they're just like annoying and they just like don't know how to let up. The Huskies, they just like attack the. It's mostly the propane Huskies that do that. That's my bad for not paying attention. It's fine. We can just rebuild the wall. I also forgot to put a trap here. This can be whatever you want, really. This could be like a sound wall or like a wall launcher, really. I'll put a sound wall here. This can also be a wall launcher, to be completely honest. So yeah. Pretty chill defense so far, nothing too crazy. When the mini boss comes, it shouldn't be. It mostly depends on like what the mini boss is. It's going to determine how difficult it is to take care of. If it's like a regular husk mini boss or like a husky mini boss, you can just bull rush it. And when you bull rush it, it's just, you just displace as much as you can from your regular base, so that doesn't cause too much trouble. If it's a smasher mini boss, that's when you're gonna have to like pray a little bit, if I'm being honest, because if you're not gonna be using the Discharger, then smasher mini bosses are an absolute pain to deal with. They just kind of just show up and do whatever they want. But if you have the Discharger and you have no shame in using it, like how I do, then just discharge the smasher mini boss. Ideally, you want to find a trap vulnerable mini boss. Those are the easiest ones to do because your traps are going to be your main source of damage and stuff. And the mini boss on Retrieve the Data actually shows up on file 10, and yeah, now we're getting smasher waves. So with smashers, I just like double pot shotting them. Hopefully they don't get eaten up too much by the other husk. But yeah, pot shot came really handy there. And the tar pit right there, you saw the tar pit doing good. Yeah, the mini boss just spawned. Perfect. Reload my pot shots. And some mini bosses here. It is a husk, so that is nice to see. It's a nature one. We probably can't kill it just by ourselves, to be honest. But it actually TP'd out of the slow field. That's annoying. But it's fine. But yeah, the Smasher mini boss here just got completely annihilated by the pot shot. But yeah, so I see the mini boss, and I'm just gonna bull rush it outside every time that my bull rush is available. You can also put the banner if it gets too close. It actually sucks that it's also nature, because I built out of metal because it's a water mission. But when the mini boss is nature, you kind of can't do anything about it. But yeah, it's gonna just chase him. It's actually not even hitting the thing, so I'm just gonna keep bull rushing it out. Hopefully it stays that way for a bit. Oh, there is a taker here. Let me just get rid of that thing. And yeah, so the mini boss is just gonna chase me. Yeah, I'm actually wanted to follow me. Yeah, you can keep following me. This is actually totally fine. And then we just bull rush it out this way. Perfect. Get back to the base. But yeah, you saw guys. Saw how like the smashers weren't even that big of an issue. Like this is frenzied at first, and the smasher wasn't even a big of an issue just because double pot shot is strong. It's not, of course it's not as strong, and it's not as cheap as the Discharger is, but it's reliable. You know, like you can easily clear smashers with double pot shots. And yeah, the mini boss despawned. Perfect. We survived the mini boss, so that's nice. The tar pits got eaten up at this point, just because there's such a high density of husk coming through, or at least from these corners, because the tunnel isn't as long on these two angles, obviously. So just because of how the terrain is, so you know, obviously the tar pits already got eaten up because more of the husk were stepping in it. But like over here, like yeah, the tar pit is still in healthy shape because we got the double freeze here, and yeah, it's just nice because Ice King. The freeze traps freeze them, and then Ice King slows them down as they thaw out. And while they're walking, they just take longer to get to the base. So that's nice. We got some commotion here. Take care of these guys. Your main op is going to be nurses, to be honest, in these tunnels. Just hope that the broadsides and the gas do enough damage. Well, the gas sucks against the nurses, but the broadsides, if they bounce enough, should be good. And yeah, we're just going to be putting the banner right at the end here, just because it's the end of the mission, so I'm not even gonna bother about the smasher, to be honest. I can just repair it and it's like totally fine because it's not gonna break through the main defense here. But anyways, yeah, that was the build, and I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Feel free to copy this or like make your own version of it. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more builds, more loadouts, and yeah, you can solo your own 140s with this build and loadout. So one more time, I'll show the loadout here. Here's Loadout, and yeah, so yeah, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, share the video if you want to as well, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and bye bye, and take care.